This is the second video on now how to actually create your course. All right, as instructors, I'm going to come back here. You should have the instructor role. And when you do, and you come into your courses, you should see in your draft courses that are actually been assigned to you. Now, right now, I do not have any in your STEP environment, so I'm just going to come back here in different ways and show you. You will be assigned a shell. So what it is, it's going to look like this. And when you open it up, there's not going to be anything else here. It's just going to be completely open. This is the beginning of a course. Now you as the instructor, the first thing you need to do is come to the syllabus. This syllabus, the name of it, the number, the section, this should be filled out by someone else as administrator. They also should then have assigned you as the instructor as well. Now, from here, you're going to start with creating the things from the syllabus, and then we're going to show you how to create content. All right, when you go into your syllabus, a couple things. You're going to enter your course description. This should be right out of your academic catalog. You want to make sure this is already marked, that this is going to be in French. It's a scheduled start. This has all been taken care of for you. You don't have to do anything else here. The question would be that you might want to go back and ask someone what picture that they want uploaded here. That's not the important stuff. The important stuff is going here to the next step, the what you'll learn, which is going to be your objectives. Now there are two ways that you can enter all your objectives from your course. You can enter them one at a time, and this is just as simple as it looks. You're just adding objective, and it just says objective 1, and then you can continue on down. If you hit this, this is going to be a sub-objective. So this is the sub-objective 1. You can do all of these things and you can save them, and there they are. Now, if you want to get rid of them, very simple. All you do is just hit the little wastebasket. Here's what I want to show you, however, that's very interesting. Let's say you already have your list of course objectives and you have it on a Word document. This markings that you see here, let me fit these little things right here. This means it's AI, it has AI options. So here you go to generate. This can generate your objectives based on a prompt. You can upload a document, an outline, or a lesson plan to generate objectives. You can do both. So what I would suggest is right here, this one allows you to upload anything from your computer. This one is from the content library, so you're probably not using that right now. But you could go ahead and just upload your list of your objectives. But you have to type in here, generate these objectives. You can't just leave this blank. So you have to tell it what to do. You put the document in, and then you ask it to generate, and it's going to then automatically fill in all of these primary objectives. It will not fill in sub-objectives. So if you have sub-objectives, you're going to have to go back in and manually enter those. So that's what you need to do. You need to be able to enter to do your objectives and sub-objectives. You're also going to come in here and you're going to leave your course weight on your what you are actually going to be grading on. So here's the different categories. You can have any category name. Let's say that this one is I'm going to show you the too much. Let's say that you're going to do tests. Then you have to choose, do I want this participation, which means non-graded, or do I want to grade it? Well, I want to grade the tests, and I'm going to make sure that my tests are worth 40% of my final grade. You can continue to add. I want to show you, like, let's have class participation, and you're going to do that. Well, you still want to be able to grade that participation. So again, if you want to give a grade on something, you've got to mark it as graded. So let's say we're going to do this, and that's going to be 30%. And you keep going, and you can see the bar. It says you're only at 70%. You're looking to have 100% here, only 100. And if you want to change something, this will show you now what modules you're attaching to those different types of assessments. This will give you an opportunity to rewrite, to redo the name of that assessment, or to get rid of it. So anyway, you need to fill in your course assessments and make them to be 100%. That's going to fill in that course description. It's going to come to your objectives, and it's going to be to your assessments and grades. Now, this is the big picture of the assessments and grades, and since this is an actual course, I'm going to go ahead and remove these so that there's nothing in there. This is now going to be totally empty. And so you can see there it's totally empty again. All right, fill out the syllabus. Now you're ready to fill out a couple of other things. Now you're going to fill out the actual content of the course. When you do, it starts off with sections. And these are like big picture sets. So this is like unit 1. But this is like almost like a unit. And then underneath that, you're going to see when you add, these are the modules. So I want you to think of this as like sections are the big pieces of information, modules are the smaller pieces of information. Modules give you a variety of different ways that you can give content and also assess. We're going to go through each one of those. But if you have a question and you're not sure what you're doing, let me just show you a hint. Come back to the syllabus like you've got to that. Over here, this is your content, this is your knowledge base, but over here you have an interactive chat bot. And this interactive chat bot called Violet is always reading only what is in your environment, only your content. It's not going to go outside and get things from ChatGPT. But it also has loaded in it the entire the entire knowledge base. So you can come down here and just ask it, how do I create a course with sections? Any questions that you have. And it's going to go ahead and read everything that it has opportunity that's been loaded into the system. And we wait for a few minutes, and then it's going to flash up for you the answers that you need. So it's running a little, okay, how to create a course with sections. It's going to show you how to do this. You can create a new course. You can analyze it. Creating a course with section, creating the course shell. Look, this is exactly what we just talked about. The syllabus, what all you have to do. Phase 2, adding and structuring content with sections. This is exactly what we've just talked about. And then a conclusion. So you have all of this opportunity, all of this is available for you as well. If you have any sort of questions as you're going through things, just ask it these prompts and it will help you to be able to do things. All right, so we're back at the section. Let me just show you a couple little things right here. You have to save it to obviously do this, but I want to just show you a couple things. Remember you went to your objectives. If you want to tie your objectives to a section, so it's the big pieces of information. So let's put a section in here and just call it how to create a course. All right, I'm just going to save that, and I'm going to show you that when you come in here and you're looking at this unit, you're going to see there's the objectives. So you could tie this objective right here to this section. Now, you're going to want to, does this section contain modules? That means that you're going to have things underneath it. Most of the time that's going to be yes. If you turn that off, it's automatically goes yes. But if you turn it off, what you're going to see is this kind of grays out right here and becomes like a header. So this is the way you create headers. So then if you wanted the next section to be, let's say, and we publish, when you do that, it takes off this draft, which means you're creating something. This is not for, this is internally to be able to see what it's going to look like from the student perspective. But let's add another section, and we're going to call this one Unit 2. I'll call this one Unit 2, and I'm going to save it. And see, you can see the difference in this. This looks gray, so this is more of your section header. This now becomes something that you will add modules to. All right, now I am not going to get into all of the details on all of these modules. I'm going to come back here and show you because we have text modules, videos, audio, multimedia, resource PDF. Those things I want you to, if you're adding different things on these sides, there's also videos that I will show you individually on how to do each one. But if you can just come to them, I'm going to go very quickly. Rich text editor on your text module. You can do things like this. Again, let's come back over here. Let's say, how do I use the text module? How do I use the text module? So it's going to be able to give you clear ideas on how to use the text module. You're going to have, there you go, see how you use it, how to access and create it, the rich text editor, everything that you need to know about using the text module is all right there. So you can show and work through all of this. Part of this is exactly like how you want to create your courses. Now, some of this is in the instructional design that you yourself have to already have. If you need help with that, that's another video. Just to let you know that this one, you can easily put in Vimeos, anything from YouTube. You can upload your own videos. You can also record and also screen capture. Here's the audio. This is, you can upload an audio file. This is very easy to make a file on your phone if you just want to talk about something or upload a podcast, anything like that. And also notice that you can actually have text underneath. So sometimes this is nice. I have used this where you can write out something here and then you can create an audio file of make a lecture or something, or the other way around. You have a lecture, you video it, or you copy it, you just use it on your phone, you capture it, then you can create the text from that and put it underneath there. The two things I really want to show you, though, that you're going to use a lot of are the two ways to grade, and that's the assignment and the test module. I'm going to make a separate video just on those two. The other thing I want to show you is this content library. Now, the content library is for this course, and what you can do is, let me come back here. When you come back to this one, this home, we're going to go over this. I just want to show you have the word library here. And this is the way that you can actually put in files. So let's say you have I want to upload a file that I want students to read. And this will come through here, and I want them to read this document. I'm just pulling up anything. So what it's going to do is it's going to pull up this assignment. It's going to pull up this PDF or whatever you have, and it's going to store it in this library that you can then pull from and put into a course. So if you want to be able to use it, you have to mark that it's available for use. If you want it to be in the AI database and the chatbot to read it, you have to do that. So let's save this. And why I say this, show you this, is you can come back here, and here's your library module. Remember this one here? This is the library module. You can search it, you can open this up, and you can see anything that you've developed, and you can put it into the course from this side. Now, why would you even do this? This helps if you have documents or you have things you want students to read. If you put them into the content library first and you use it in multiple different courses, so let's say it's a policy for this course or it's an assignment, if you change it in the content library, then it will go to any place that you've used it in the course, it will change it. So it's easier to manage large pieces of data. You don't have to use it, it's just there, and that may be, again, something instructionally designed that you want to talk about later. Now, I'm going to stop right now because I want to make another video that's just going to go over your assessments of how you use this assignment module and how you use the test module, because there's a lot of options on those.